Well, what's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the NFT Show, and it's good to see you.
It is. Welcome back to us as well after a bit of a long hiatus.
2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what's longer not actually, probably.
Well, when was
The event,
Not Fazed?
3 weeks ago.
We had a week away from each other, and then you were sick, I was sick, and then we're like, fuck it.
It's fucking wild. 2 weeks in a row, we both get fucking struck down by the gods. They were like, "No, lad, you just need to relax." And that's why
That's what it was, mate. It was a sign to say no.
You just have worked too hard this year.
Yeah.
But what a year it's been, mate, and that's us for the remainder of the year, taking the rest of the year off, no gigs, finish this music and get after it next year.
Yeah, I can. It's nice to be in a position now where we can turn down work at this time of the year and actually take a break to spend with the families instead of being away.
Well, next year's looking pretty hot. I'm excited about everything. Obviously, lots of announcements to come regarding our career.
Always lots of announcements.
So we decided we're not playing till January. And
well, let's be honest, February, because nobody plays in January.
That's it. And fucking get a few contracts signed, get this new music finished over the next month, and hit 2023 with a bang.
Yeah, hit the ground running and just fucking see how far we go.
That's it. It's crazy, mate, what's happened, isn't it? Like, it's the whole... this seems like the next jump in the career, the next step.
Yeah. But
I mean,
again, mate, it has to be. We said this is 10 years down the line. Now you either have to shit or get off the pot. And that's it. There's no point in fucking trying to stagnate and just being happy and content with what you have. You either say, yep, that's the best I'm going to do and I'm happy with that, or nah, fuck it, I could probably do better and push harder.
Push harder, mate, exactly. And that's what we have been doing, and you will love it, and we'll love everything that's coming.
We love you, loving it.
We'll love you. I fucking appreciate the support of everyone. Like,
that's it. If it wasn't for all you guys out there, it wouldn't be able for us to live our fucking dreams. So thank you very much.
One step closer. Well, Not Fazed event. It's the last time I actually seen you. It was fucking brilliant crack, eh?
It was very good.
Fuck me, I had such a time.
I didn't have such a time when I showed up and my fucking USB didn't work in the decks. I still don't know where my fucking... Because I remember every CD case or USB that I've lost over the last 10 years, and that my most recent one, there's no memory of me losing it. And I don't know where it is. It is gone.
I have no memory of planning.
And when I put it in the fucking thing, it's like, nah, don't like your USB.
Mine is the same, but it's them new CDJ 3000s. Now, we've played on them a couple of times and everything was alright, but see the USB pen that I've had for years.
Yeah. So
it's got right up until maybe 2 months ago's worth of tunes. I've always been on that pen. Obviously, it was on the old computer.
Yeah.
So when I sold that computer, obviously I had to get a new pen and start using that one. And I fucking put loads of new music on it. All our new music, the fucking collab with Subversion, everything was on that new pen.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, everyone was saying, check your pens and the thing. This was an hour before the event even kicked off. We were all backstage. And I think you tried first, yours didn't work. I tried, mine didn't work. I was like,
because mine was my backup one that I haven't used for about 8 years. And I was like, will this actually work?
Shout out to Chris Rock, though. He
saved the day.
He actually gave me a pen. He actually put it on one of his pens.
Snap.
Fucking, what a legend. Which reminds me, I need to go down and give him it back.
Oh, see, I gave him it back straight after. I was like, no need for that.
Oh, I forgot all about it. But no, I don't know. He was saying it's something to do with the new software.
Yeah.
But whenever I started putting the music on the pens from Record Box, I downloaded the latest one.
Yeah.
Because that's only a new computer.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't understand what the fuck it was.
I would say if you had a new USB that hasn't been using the decks, it might not have been formatted, and mine.
Well, that's what I think it
hadn't been updated for Record Box. I was on the last version of it, not the last version, but in a way it's like 6.4.1. And I was like 6.4.
You never had that problem with CDs, like.
Fucking right, you didn't.
Or vinyl.
That's me and fucking Niall were joking about this with Jason. And it was one of those glass shattering moments where you never thought about it because it's just numbers and letters. But until he said it, it's like, yeah, all this equipment's called Pioneer CDJs, but you can't put a CD into them.
You can still, mate, the 3000s.
No, the ones that fucking bought don't have a CD thing in them. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I never looked before, but I know the 2000s you can put a CD in them. The last ones, like. But I agree, mate. It's not just CDJs. It's
just because it's a number and a fucking that's the branding name of it. It's like, oh, did you get them CDJs, whatever. So it's kind of more.
They're way better. You can search tunes and all.
Aye, that was fucking
hell.
great.
Where did we play them? Where was the first time we played with them? There was somewhere we played. Was it Club Honey?
Was it Honey?
I think Honey have them. Maybe that's what it was. But I definitely knew I played on them before, because I remember whenever you were saying to me, I was going, fuck, they had their search option, because you have a tune in your head. You can't picture what fucking playlist or whatever it's in.
Aye.
You just type in boom boom and it goes, oh, happy days. But the only thing is, it's dodgy. You hit the screen. It does it in some of the 2000s stereo. It skips you forward.
It's a risk that you take, because you could fucking.
We've done that before on the 2000s. So like anyone who has played in the 2000s, you know what I mean, the touch screen. And I was going like out there, Dave, mix out there, and I touched the screen and it skipped the whole tune to the fucking end.
But it is like, see, it doesn't matter how, if you've been DJing for a week or whether you've been doing it for 10 years. See, when you fucking do something to the track and it shouldn't happen, like fast forward it or hit the wrong cue button or something. You can always save it, but at the end of the day, for that one tiny little second, you feel like life has just stopped. And everything's
it
just
slows down, doesn't it?
Oh my God, what's happening? You're like,
especially
why
a
is the
packed
music
nightclub.
stopped? Oh fuck, I'm in charge of the music. Shit, what's happening? Your brain's trying to do all these different things at once. Like, just fucking fast forward.
Mate, the one on Wheels, I think it was our first gig back in the ages. Or no, it was the night you were fucking lit. Remember the crossfader?
No, I don't remember anything about that night.
But even I went, because I was looking at all the usual options, hit the cue button,
Oh,
done this,
yes.
done that. What happened was, whoever was on before, me and Dave never used the crossfader at the bottom. We always used the up and down.
It was Phil Max, he was scratching.
So normally when we go on, I always, first thing is make sure the wee buttons are in the middle for the up and down, and the means bottom. But for whatever reason, Dave was flinging his arms about and caught the fader, and I hadn't changed it. And the whole music went off, and I was going, what the fuck? So I was looking at the cue buttons, and Dave
the usual buttons that you push to fix it. Nothing.
And it turns out that's what it was. I'm like, fuck.
To be fair, you can be given a pass on that one, because you were more responsible for making sure that I made my way to the stage, got through our 45 minutes, and got back home.
We ended up playing an hour, for fuck's sake. Phil Mack, remember? After fifth.
You keep asking me, remember? It's very well documented with people that I don't remember.
Phil McIntosh was on before us, and he was fucking lit too. We were all just having a party beforehand, like, and at half an hour into his set, he just stopped. He's like, well, I'm only playing half an hour. I'm looking at the set times on my phone going, no, even hour 15 left. Like, me and Dave were standing there. We didn't have nothing ready to go.
To be fair, though, I did also go up to him 5 minutes into his set and was like, right, mate, that's you near done, because I'd read my fucking clock wrong. And he's like, no, I've just started. I was like, no,
that's
mate.
That's right, the clocks went forward or something. That's right.
I was like, mate, you need to get off. He's like, I've only just started.
Fucking hell.
But again, that's that fucking bad drink for you, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's not a.
That's we normally don't drink before gigs, but when you go to Wales, it's different. Like, them get you fucking wasted.
They didn't even get me wasted. That was all my own decision. That was a bad pass, Dave. Boo, boo, that pass guy. Fuck him.
I know. How did you like being sober the other week?
It was brilliant, man.
Well, not technically sober, like.
Yeah,
I loved it, mate.
3 beer.
Fuck's sake, I took a Darrow and DV8 round all the peace walls and all.
I know, I hadn't even got fucking speaking to you about this here.
Fuck's sake, we went to some...
I seen you put up on Instagram and all, they were sending their pictures to us.
He says, will you take a picture of us? I was like, no problem. He goes, like, if I put this on Instagram, will people, like... Is it? I was like, no, mate, is it celebrated here? I was like, well, I wouldn't say celebrated, but I mean, it's not... You're, like, if you won't offend anyone...
It's a tourist thing now.
If that's what you're asking, you won't offend anyone. And DV8's fucking such a boy, like.
Yeah,
he's a fucking gentleman, like. And he was taking me. We and him were walking up and down the peace wall, and he was going, "Look, that says such and such in Dutch. See the much Dutch writing on that wall." Right, he was going, "That's what that means. That's what that means." Bollocks.
So they ended up teaching you something about the fucking walls, did they?
So I took him round, and then I took him round like all like murals and fucking things like that.
Aye.
Give them all my very little knowledge, my one-sided knowledge, should I say?
Knowing what you know, I would dread to think what the fuck you've told them boys.
Fucking madness, like. That's where such and such lives. He's killed 15 people. But no, and then they were going, we're hungry, we want to go and get something to eat. And I was going, yes, happy days, we'll go to a wee shop in the Shankill, Michaela's Kitchen or something, get a fry, and like, but something healthy. And I was like,
So do you understand where you are?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what you mean by healthy. Like, do you want red meat? And he's like, not really. And I was like, and DV was like, no, I was like, I eat meat. And DV was like, oh, I eat meat too. Darrow wasn't so much. But we're driving up Newton Ards Road, And see, just before you come to like a con club, on the left-hand side, if you're driving up towards a con club, what do you call
it's like the
banana market?
It's been refurbished or something, so...
It's called Banana something anyway. So we went in there and it was all fucking vegan shit and all. And we ended up getting the fucking lunch there. Fair play to DV8, he bought like... I was insisting on buying, but DV8, fucking what a guy. He was a hero of mine, like, when I was a kid. Like.
That's what I said. Then whenever we finished our set and he fucking said our name, I was like, mate, you're the voice of my childhood. Like, all the sets you listened to, the Don't Yours and all, and fucking all them tunes was DV8's voice. And then you're sitting there and he's like, give it up for phase 2. And you're like, that's us. Oh my goodness, see all those days of getting wiped out, sucking buckets, listening to you. I never thought I would have this.
It's crazy, man.
It was funny as fuck.
But it was such a...
That whole thing about him being the prince, that's amazing.
That's hilarious.
See if they'd done that here instead of what we do here, that'd be fucking amazing.
Far better, wouldn't it? The Princess Shankle. Nah, I mean, someone would be the prince, someone would be a dictator of the Shankle. He'd be winning it every year.
I think that happens every year, doesn't it?
But nah, no, what a legend, mate. Then it's just fucking...
Such nice fellas.
I know, too down to earth. That's a good thing about it. I mean, we've had our issues with some people, like, are real knobheads, but them too. But obviously, DV8 just fucking loved life, like, and no, mate, it's DV8, mate.
Yeah,
nothing else matters.
Yeah,
flying about in the fucking motorway.
I was ripping and I couldn't get that on the fucking pen.
And mate, he asked me, could he smoke in the car? I was near going, you're DV8, of course.
You do whatever you want, mate.
I was like, no, it's DV8. No.
I'm sorry, I have to make you stand out in the cold.
Laugh. He turned around to me in the bat and goes, because at Darrow, obviously the licensing law is 2 o'clock or something, right?
Yeah.
But it's more or less 3. They've got the permission or something, but it's not like on the dotted line.
Yeah.
And he come up to me and he says, do you want to play for another half an hour? So in my head I was going, fuck, me and Dave go on here and rack out. And I was like, fuck, nah, is he fucking going through the bag and all now? Because it was literally minutes.
Right.
And he says, ask him. So Darrow, literally, as your mom was telling me this, Darrow turned around and goes, what time are we playing to? And I says, you can play to half, or whatever, a quarter. I can't remember what it was. And he goes, no problem. And DV turned straight around and goes, I can't go smoking for less than an hour. Like, I went, what do you mean? He goes, can I have a smoke? And I was like, no, I don't know. Like, fuck, I don't know. Like, and he goes, no sweat. Sparked the fag up. But see, as soon as he sparked it up, Darn opened the door.
What door?
The door, the backstage. Fuck. And I was like, but before Chris Rock, now I never told him he could smoke. I would say, the guy didn't know what to say. I was like, fuck, I don't know. And then but just as he's done it, Chris Rock's looked under and seen him and was like, fucking, they got there. Yeah. And then I turned around and there's the door open, there's door, and I'm turning around going, fucking. Here he was. And then he said it down.
Let's be honest, right? If we were in a different country and you smoked fag still, and we were playing an extended set and you really wanted a fag, and someone said to you, I don't know if you can smoke here, you would spark up. And if someone's like, oh, it's the club manager, in your head you'd be like, well, I don't give a fuck, I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
I'll be back here tomorrow. But then Darm was telling me a story of another artist who shall not be named, who was in the middle of his set, fucking smoking, getting sucked off under the decks, and they fucked him out.
The DJ?
I'll tell you the name after. I'm pretty sure you know. I think he told you the story too. Like.
No, I never heard this. I know of someone in Browns, going back to Browns, who... He had his shoes off. Oh, right, okay.
The Darn told me to fuck him out. I was like, what? He goes, he's getting blown under the decks. Smoking. Wow. I was like, mate, that sounds real ass.
Do you know what, though? That's
a real ass dude right there.
He probably got fucked out for smoking fags other than fucking having his dick.
That's a real ass dude. If you ask me, top G.
Someone needed a piss and pissed into the pint cup while they were playing in Browns. And I was like, why? It was hard trance, so... Like
you've got 7 minutes,
yeah,
sir.
You've got a lot, and this was you're going back maybe about fucking. This is before I even knew you, and so by about 13, 15 years maybe, and I ended up because I ended up doing shots with him because I fucking was like, I love one of your tunes so much, that's fucking great. Like, do you want to take a shot with me while we're doing it? It's like, oh yes, mate, that would be fucking awesome, thank you. And then afterwards he's like, yeah, I just pissed in a cup. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, just watch there. I just pissed in a cup. I was like, okay, that's a bit fucking odd.
It's a bit fucking disgusting.
I couldn't pit, like, but imagine standing there, a whole room full of people going, yeah, and you're like, yeah, you have no idea that I'm pissing in a cup.
I couldn't even piss someone standing next to me.
People don't know what goes on there, like, because people generally only see from your sort of midriff down or up.
Right enough.
Like, you could just be sitting bollock naked doing the helicopter. Well, obviously we wouldn't, because we're quite out and about.
As you know yourself, I sit in the trunks in here every week. I just put a nice t-shirt or jumper on.
Well, it'd be so funny if that was a joke, and then at the end of this you just stand up and show everyone your bare hole.
See, they didn't even see that. You wouldn't have seen it anyway, and you need to zoom in.
what goes on behind the fucking decks, under the tables? People are just fucking...
I know, but I don't think I could concentrate DJing getting blown on the fucking stage. Seeing that, the bad's perfect for it. It's high.
I would feel bad for anyone that tried it with me, because I'd probably end up getting knocked out the way I get it. Fucking take that, yeah, you can't.
I feel sorry for the girl, just like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Or the fella, mate. It's all love's love now, you know. Fuck's sake.
But no, that's a mad story. But there you go. And he didn't get to finish his set. Boom, out. I'm surprised you think of fucking.
Well, no. That's
darn, he's alright. Your man's fucking spot on, like.
Speaking of fucking weird shit like that, have you seen who does Kevin the fucking carrot? Is it Aldi for their wee Christmas fucking adverts?
You're asking the wrong guy, man.
Right, there's this advert that I seen on TV. I'm gonna try and find it here, right? I've been told that I need to fuck up because it's not inappropriate. I think that it's highly inappropriate for a Christmas advert to give a snowman an erection. That's what this is.
I'm intrigued.
Right? So the general gist of this is it's the wee fucking this wee cock. So hold on, we'll see if there's gonna be an advert first. So here we go, right? So it's the wee family. You don't need to watch the whole fucking advert. Right?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Let me see where he fucking is. So, yeah, right. So he's getting up to all this mischief, and then he gets fucked out of the house somewhere. I bet this is the wrong. Oh no, here it is. Right. So what do you see, right? Boom. And it's what he says: become a snowman's, and it's definitely implied.
Go back.
He made a hasty exit to become a snowman's nose.
That's funny as fuck.
You can't be having snowman penis jokes for Christmas.
That's amazing.
Do you know what I mean? I seen that and was fucking just like,
suck me off, Santa.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's just blowing my fucking mind. Stop it, Aldi. That's just wrong. Sex sells. That's what they say. Fuck off.
It does alright, mate.
But no, I got
that's
told
funny
that
as fuck. Actually, I never even seen that.
It's funny, like, but at the same time, it's a fucking advert that's on at like 2:00 in the afternoon, and they're letting the snowman get his dick out.
It's not a watershed one.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But that's okay because it's a carrot. That's just falling off his face and inadvertently in a fucking awkward position.
If you're going to give a fucking snowman a dick, you're going to use a carrot, like. That's class.
Well, you could just use a dildo, like, I suppose.
These days.
Fucking wish.com.
I remember we were partying at my mate's house years ago, and we stole his man's dildo and hid it in his pillowcase.
Was he raging?
I don't know, mate. It was one of them ones with long burner. It wasn't for years later. We just left it. We just left it, went and never mentioned it again.
And they're not going to say to you, here, then you stuck the fucking dildo on my pillow.
Where'd you find that?
I remember we done that.
He had to lift his man's dildo out of his pillow and put it back.
There's a fella we used to run about with when we were younger, and his
man's been like, Simon!
You haven't seen my little rabbit, have you?
Has anyone been in my room recently?
Fucking Kevin the carrot strikes again.
He heard the lube thing going. He's like, oh no, what's this?
There was a guy we knew, and his mum lived in this massive house, and we used to go up and party at the weekend because she always used to take herself out. Now, we always used to joke with this person, but like every time your ma brings a fella back, do you introduce yourself and be like, "You my dad?" Because she was a bit of a fucking goer, shall we say, right? And
Bit of a hoe.
One day, the boys found the shoebox in Mummy's room with dildos and the anal beads and the lube and a lot.
Yes.
And we were all faced with this dilemma of, right, we have got, and I would say we were 18, 19, so obviously this is gold dust for you. And you're like, right, how do we play this? Do we do this, or do we do this slowly, or do we do it fast? And we're like, fuck it. Yo! Person's name. Is this your man's box of dildos? The whole party was like, what
the fuck?
But mate, there was like 50 people there because it was such a big house, and we were just.
But see out there, mate, how happy is that person? Don't want to misgender. How happy is that person now that there was no proper camera phones back then?
Oh,
that would have been
mate. Oh, that's
viral. Not even Facebook or anything, but the fucking the group chats, mate. It would have been.
But that's what was good about our generation. You could have done pranks like that there, and you became legendary within a group of people for that moment. And people would have went and told a story like this
the myth, Chinese whispers.
Oh yeah, we found this here, this happened, oh, it was fucking great days. But now with everybody videoing and documenting everything, it's like, yeah, you go viral,
it's like,
but then bad shit happens when you go viral. It doesn't matter how good it is. There's always going to be bad people that'll go say bad stuff.
Well, it depends what you go viral for. Like.
Look, it doesn't matter. The world we live in, there's always you could go viral for being the most cute puppy ever, and someone will say, "Go drown yourself in a river, you fuck."
Or someone will say, "I'd eat that."
Yeah.
Nah, but no. Like, see back in, as you say, like it'd be like, "Oh, fucking." You ping fucking such and such window, and then you give it into school next day. I heard you threw a breeze block through such and such's window, and you're like,
I heard he came out and you fucked him through his own window.
You knocked his door and threw him through his window, and you're like, oh, mate, you don't, see, no matter who it was.
Whatever way the story grew, you're like, yeah,
100%,
that's what I did, yeah.
It's fucking nuts. Nowadays, mate, it's all, here, did you see a video of such and such?
Yeah, and it kind of takes the fun or the thrill out of that now. It's like people are like, oh, it didn't happen, she didn't take a video. Well, it did happen, because it's real life. Things still happen when they're not being videotaped.
It's even like things like I say, oh fuck, I was out weekend facing, I got like a fucking 4-pounder or here and all. Like, there's no videos. And I was like,
picture didn't happen.
No, and I'm like, no, I mean, because you've been out facing with me. Like, see, don't get me wrong, the first 2 or 3, it's fun or whatever, you take a picture. See, after that, mate, it's just like.
The whole point of doing fishing is to go out and relax and get away from the whole social media fucking aspect of life and just be at one with nature. Why the fuck be like, look at me and my fucking trout pike?
That's what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. See, whenever I only started, mate, see every fish I caught, I done a fucking fish report every night now when I got home. But see, last year's
fucking fish report.
I mean, fucking my night in Craigmore, my night in Loch Fadden. Fucking missed 12, got 15.
Would highly recommend.
10 in after 7.
Give me my own roll because I fucking slapped back.
Bacon sandwiches were fucking great. But see now, mate, I don't even write that I'm going fishing.
No, you just fucking jump in the car, go. It's the way that I go. I've one time during the week now that is mine. It is solely mine. It is not phase 2. It is not fucking family. It is not job. It is 45 minutes of my week that I have for just me. And I tried to get my dad involved in it, and it was too much of fucking hassle.
What is it?
So when I take the child dancing on a Wednesday night, I go round to the Duns Club, and I have 2 pints on my own. I tried to get my dad down, and he couldn't be fucked with the traffic. Nicole used to do it with me, but she works on a Wednesday, so now I'm like,
that's just you.
Me time. No fucking thinking about anything. You just get that 45 minutes to yourself, and then you're like, right, back to life. And you just need that. You don't need to be like, look at me sitting in the Duns having a pint. Yo, fucking up the social media crew. Fuck off. But see, speaking of that, man, I heard possibly the most.
In fact, I'm pretty sure you did write that you were in the Duns Club on social media at least once.
No. I've told you the other week that there was
did
something
you not
I needed to tell you. No, fuck that. I wouldn't post. I was in the Duns Club.
Oh, you phoned me? Is that what it was?
I phoned you. But there was something happening in the Duns that I wanted to tell you about, and I didn't want to tell you until now, right? What are you looking for?
You just crack on there and I'll look for my own thing.
It was that great that I actually wrote down certain lines from this chat. Now, I shouldn't really have been listening, but on a Wednesday in the Duns Club, there's maybe about 6 people. So you can hear all the lads talking, because I'm not talking to no one, I'm just there for a fucking pint and chill.
Yeah.
And there was these 2 boys, fucking God bless their souls, They had been there, I would say, since Wednesday morning or something. Maybe Wednesday the week before, and hadn't been home for a week, right? They were fucking rubbered. And they decided to get in, and they got into a fucking Barney about Jesus and heaven, right? Now, the way that the conversation went, I didn't know if one of them was full of faith and one of them wasn't, because that's the way the argument went. But the guy that was full of faith, every time he defended the faith, he also then finished it with a very funny quip about, well, sure, you wouldn't know that. And you're like, oh, fuck, is he actually making fun of these, right? But they were sitting there, and it just came out of fucking nowhere. And your man's just like, here, tell me, what the fuck is heaven all about? And my ears just perked up. I was like, yes, this is the kind of entertainment that I need right now. And your man was like, what the fuck do you mean? What's heaven about? Like, he goes, well, do you know, is there schools? Is there parks? Is there shops and buses and bars? Like, what the fuck is it? And your man turns around to him and goes, I don't know, but see when you die, come back and tell me. He's like, right, okay. But then he's like, but what makes it a paradise? Now this, I'm doing a short version of this. This went on for the full 45 minutes that I was in the bar. I was in absolute stitches inside, but I didn't want to laugh on the outside because they'd be like, yeah, you're clearly laughing at these fellas. It's like, what makes it a paradise? I was like, that's a good question, mate. What does make it a paradise? And his mate was like, it's what your own interpretation of paradise is. So my paradise is different to your paradise, so we don't all go to the same heaven. So whenever I die and I want to go and see my family, how do I know I'm going to get to see them in my paradise? Because maybe their paradise is without me in it. And he's like, no, but God has a greater plan. I was like, holy fuck, you're getting really fucking deep into this over a few pints.
I'd have been joining right in. And did you ever watch Supernatural, did you?
Do you know what the last thing I heard was before I left? I was literally packing my bag up, and the man turns around and goes, so tell me then, after all that, what's a soul? And I was like, oh, why do I have to pick the child up? Fuck, this would be great. No, I've never seen Supernatural.
Had a thing they got where they died, and heaven was sort of like all bedrooms, side by side.
Is that not that program with like three birds who are witches? Or
no, what was that?
Special powers or something?
No, Supernatural was two brothers. Their dad was a demon hunter, and the two brothers, their dad was killed at the start by the demon, so the brothers ended up taking up the job.
Right.
But then they end up being friends with God and fucking the devil. Crowley, he's the devil. He's a Scottish guy.
Right, okay.
Fucking, it's really good. Right, so this is this thing. What do you hear here?
Was this that you were telling about earlier?
Yeah. What do you hear?
But that's not actually from that. Somebody's definitely dubbed over that.
Think so?
He says, "Oh fuck, they were vintage."
I hear "oh fuck" like.
Oh no!
I hear Barbie early.
Now that you're not talking,
I heard Barbie there early.
Definitely, yeah, he does say Barbie.
Let's see, Hawaiian surf trunks.
Oh, Barbie! Those were
100% Barbie.
But it's because he goes Barbie. Like, oh fuck.
But the first time
I done it, the first 2 times I thought he said fucking, and somebody had dubbed over it.
You need to hear this. This Toy Story 3 Barbie clip is going viral because some people hear OF and others hear Oh Barbie. Take a listen and let me know what you hear. I only hear OF.
Trunks.
Oh, Barbie! Those were
I hear Barbie. It's in my head now. The first one, Daphne.
It's Yanni or Laurel all over again.
Remember the T-shirt one?
Talk. You can't.
Oh, yes, it's like whether it was was it a blue or white T-shirt? People were fucking going to blues over that shit.
I know. Madness. I was always a purple and blue from the start. Like I never seen white and gold.
I was
like.
white and gold. Like
nah, I never seen.
I then was able to flick between them somehow, but I don't know.
I was 100% blue from the minute it happened till now.
Like I was of true blue. I'm a firm fucking believer in this shit.
I'm from the Shankill.
I read a fucking interesting article.
Remember we were talking about like simulation theory and all before?
Yeah.
I seen Neil deGrasse Tyson having a fucking debate with someone. Or no, what he was saying was like his reason why he couldn't see why we aren't in a simulation, right? He explained this It'd probably be worth finding the video. Actually, it's fucking incredible.
His reason that he can't.
The reason why he thinks we are in a simulation is like I can't argue against this, and then he met his mate and he was like, "There's only two." The way they're looking at it is it's a dichotomy. There's only two ways. We're at the start of the simulation, trying to make it, or we're second. Because if you are in a simulation, you will simulate what you know, and we're too primitive to simulate what we know. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if you were an advanced society to create simulations, you would have flying cars, you would have everything that is incredible. You wouldn't be as primitive as us. Mate, it's definitely worth watching. Like the thing, because you're into all that there, mate. But it was like nah, he just steelmanned it. He was arguing with himself basically.
Aye.
But it was fucking incredible, mate.
But I get that. But there's as much. I don't really go down that rabbit hole because there's as much plausibility in God or any other religious organisation being correct and us being a simulation. So that's Scientology. Yeah, but like that's the way I would look at it. You can never disprove religion, so you can never disprove the simulation theory.
Well, that's it. What he thinks.
I like to deal with things that could probably be proved. He never proved.
He's like, we're going down that road 100%. Like me and Jax have been playing the VR. Medal of Honor. Yeah. The VR, you're fucking storming the beaches in Normandy. Now it's still cartoony.
Aye.
But me, it's fucking incredible, mate.
That's like if you look at like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, or even go back further to Atari and all, and you were looking at two wee fucking paddles going up and down a screen playing Pong with a white ball, and now you have realistic fucking games where you can go out and steal people's cars and just drive about and be a mad cunt if you want. But like that's what virtual reality is now. It's still going to be cartoony. By the time our kids are our age and our grandchildren are playing on VR,
it'll be mad.
It'll be.
Did you ever play The Last of Us?
Oh, mate.
Did you see
both of them? And they're bringing out the TV show as well.
Did you see a trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, incredible.
Did you play Last of Us?
Did
you play the second one?
I played bits of it, mate. I didn't really, because it was a PlayStation, PlayStation only, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was.
I was always an Xbox One until recently.
Last of Us is fucking.
Let's watch this
trailer. It's the storytelling in it, mate, as well, which is so good.
Aye.
There's a game as well, mate. Horizon Zero Dawn. That is the best game I've played for storytelling. Like, it's an apocalyptic game, but it's not your normal apocalyptic game.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on?
Mate, this looks incredible. Like,
you haven't seen the world.
The clickers and all.
So you don't know. You keep going for family.
I'm not family.
No. You're cargo.
Cargo.
Why are you so important?
Somewhere out west. They're working on a cure.
So you haven't played the full game?
Nah.
So this is all, a lot of this will be new to you?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I remember the cargo bit. Well, it rings a bell, should I say.
How far did you get into the game?
Not very far, mate. I didn't own the game ever, mate. I just been in the house when people were playing it and I played it. So I've only got a PlayStation.
It is fucking amazing. Last of Us and Horizon series are the two best storytelling games I've played.
On the best way west.
Better than Red Dead?
Oh, 100%. Red Dead's just cowboy GTA.
This really, looks insane.
Like the story's class, but
I see this spot is in just as a TV show.
Yeah.
I seen it yesterday or the day and I was going, holy fuck.
On its own, yes. It's the clicker at the end.
You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
Be careful who you put your faith in.
You might not be her father, but you were someone's.
Your mom, Pedro Pascal's class as an actor.
That tune too.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the guitar and Last of Us.
So is that like a fucking
one of the monsters?
Yeah.
So whenever Yeah.
HBO Max.
Whenever
Why the
you
fuck are we
died,
getting that? We can't get HBO Max over here,
yeah,
can
but
you?
you can stream it and stuff. That's like them saying Sky Plus or Sky One and all that. Them clickers are like people who have been infected and they've lay there for so long that mold has started to grow on them, and the longer you obviously lie there, then the more infected your corpse becomes.
Right.
But your man Pedro Pascal's class, the one thing that somebody said this to me, and once they've done it, it ruined The Mandalorian for me a bit. Have you watched The Mandalorian?
No.
So there's a part in Mandalorian where he's not. The whole point is he's not allowed to take his helmet off. It's part of his creed. He's not allowed to remove his helmet. And the whole season.
What happens if he wants to lick her out?
No, he can't. That's it. It builds up for the full first season about him taking off his fucking helmet, and then eventually he does, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, he took his helmet off!" So first of all, everyone knows Pascal looks like. So why the fuck did anybody really care? It's like, oh, what's he gonna look like? Secondly, right, for a guy who's got to that age in life and is never allowed to take his helmet off, he had a mustache. Who the fuck's he growing that for? It's not like he gets to see it.
I know, but if he has a mustache, why does he not have a full beard if he's not allowed to take his helmet off?
No, but that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna go do it, like, why would you grow a mustache if you can't take your helmet off?
How could you shave it if you can't take your helmet off?
No, you can take it off on your own as long as there's no one else about.
Sorry,
it's just. But why you grow a mustache?
I know.
For no one, seeing someone said that, I was like, "Fuck."
It's because he's an actor, you dick.
Yeah, no, but he's
a fucking actor.
He's not a fucking space cowboy dickhead.
You fucking had the ball. Nah, no, I never watched that. They're like, but Jax watches it. He likes all that fucking Star Wars bullshit.
I can take it. I suppose.
This is a new segment of this show. What are you watching?
Me?
What, have you watched that Gangs of London yet?
No, I watched that Wednesday.
Heather watched that. I didn't.
Mate, do you know what? It's actually fucking very good.
I've seen bits of it on. I will watch it. It's just I haven't had time yet. But see that Gangs of London, mate.
I didn't even know what it was.
Fuck. It's mental, mate. It's so mad. This is the second season. The first one came out just as lockdown happened.
Right, okay.
And 9 episodes or whatever, me and her watched it, and it was like, holy fuck.
Is this kind of like a Gangs of New York kind of thing?
Nah, it's modern day.
Right, okay.
Mate, it's fucking gruesome, like. But one of them was a peeler. He was undercover. And then people you thought had died and all come back. I don't want to spoil it because you have to watch it. But mate, see it's showing you them chopping people's hands off up close, and like it's so gory, like.
You've normally stared me right. We had to watch the end of
The
Walking Dead there, like
it's a brutal one, like it's really like. Don't get me wrong, it's just violence the whole way through,
right.
And it's not very realistic at times where like they're blowing up half of London and all like these gangs and stuff. But it's like what it is there's investors, and this family, the Wallace family, were like in charge of the city, but then the dad was like stealing money because he was going to run off with this hoe, right. And then
is that the correct term for it? Is it?
He gets killed, and then because he gets killed, he was like the head honcho of London.
Right.
The whole place just goes out of light. Fucking great show. I would watch it. It was an old Sky one. And then what else did I watch recently? There's definitely another one. House of the Dragon.
I know Nicole watches that. I'm not into that. She's probably watching right now the last episode of the
better
season.
Than fucking the original Game of Thrones, I thought. And see, for years, because
there's no source material, you're a lot more free. You're not constricted by the fucking book or anything.
I was like, Heller, you have to watch Game of Thrones with me. Because see, Heller, once she gets into something, she loves things like that and all. I was like, you have to watch it with me. We'd never do it. And then House of the Dragon started, and she started watching the first one with me. Fucking, she was hooked. Yeah. I was like, now we'll have to go back and watch all the Game of Thrones again.
Now that you've watched this, you have to watch Game of Thrones. Give it another chance. There was a thing I seen the other day, man. And it's one of those thoughts, you know me, I'm quite a respectable person, but there's little things that pop into my head.
Respectable?
Yeah, I do
sometimes think
that things that like so there was this news article that came up that that said the country singer Jake Flint dies hours after his wedding at age 37. Now most people would look and go, "Oh, that's terrible." The first thing that popped into my head as soon as I read that was like, "Fuck, that would make a great country and western song." I died a few hours after marrying my wife. Oh,
she drove me to my grave. She says, "Hey, sir, come up to my hotel room. I want to get frisky with you." So I took a line of gear and I grabbed my guitar. I headed into the room. But that fucking bitch said she needed me to paint the skirting board, so I jumped out the window and I hit the ground.
What the fuck was that?
Fucking, I'll tell
wow,
you
did you just get like fucking Kenny Rogers or some sort of soul adaptation there? Holy fuck, what was that?
Women, mate, the fucking threw my head in.
Oh my goodness, that was fuck.
Where's the clip?
So one of the
who's going to be too tired to do a podcast?
One of the big announcements of 2023 is
I'm the best
country music.
I'm better than some of these comedians, for fuck's sake, do podcasts.
See, whenever you watch that back and listen to how
be
terrible there's a reason why I write the lyrics for songs, mate. You're all right.
I lost it at the end. I know that I was trying to make something rhyme with skirting boards and I couldn't do it. So I had to say, just jump out the window.
I love how that's where your mind went. It's like, oh, I've nothing to rhyme here. Fuck it. Let's jump out the
window.
Jump
out the window, 36 and dead because of that fucking bitch.
See, speaking of fucking bitches. Sorry, ladies.
There's like getting all Andre Tate on us here.
Do you know the way I have my pajama theory, where there's things that people are able to do on the gender that's not fine for the other gender to do?
You're going down a dark road here.
I'm not. It's okay. So
tread carefully.
No, I'm not. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. So I read this news article.
I'm getting the badge out. People think
that there was a woman who was found in America, and she was following a young boy around a shopping mall. He became aware of this and freaked out because she tried to grab him, and he ran into the shop. And
what age is the boy?
I think it's about 7 or 8.
Oh, right.
So he went into the shop and alerted a shopkeeper, as you would train your child to do. It was like, this crazy woman's fucking following me and fucking I need help. So the store woman was like, that's okay, you stay here. You tell her I'm your auntie. And that was that. So the woman got arrested, and she got done for obviously trying to take the child. What was her punishment?
I don't know. She had to give birth to 5 kids. Get them up for adoption.
She got a slap in the wrist and told, don't be doing that again.
Mate,
but if there was a fella who was following an 8-year-old girl round the shopping mall and was like, here, and she had to go in and say, can you pretend you're my auntie, and the police lifted him, you're going to jail for being a fucking molester.
I know, but it's true. Me, a 7-year-old kid could probably beat the fuck out of a girl.
No, but this is, I've always said, see, in 20 years' time, there's so much focus on men sexually abusing either both adults and children that no one would ever say a woman is capable of that kind of behaviour. And I would say in 20 years' time, there'll be a big shift. We'll be like, oh, well, look what all them fucking women did to all them kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Not accusing people of it, but it's
again,
just...
it comes back to, like...
That's the mind frame. A woman wouldn't hurt a child as much as a man would.
If, like, you're a fucking 12, 13-year-old boy and some fucking 30-year-old's sexually assaulting you, you'll be alright, like... You'll be alright.
Will you do?
Man up the fuck, you'll be alright.
That's the attitude problem.
That's insane, but that's...
that's the attitude of it. If you go the way around, it's awful.
I agree, but most... I said this before, it's a great Joe Rogan bit, and probably said it on this thing. I know I'm sexist against men, because if Harvey Weinstein came in the ice and says, I'll let you be... You know what I mean? Yeah. If I'll let you be Superwoman... but you have to fucking suck my dick, I'd be like, right, we're going to kill the cunt.
Yeah.
But if Jack's come in and said, Harvina Weinstein says, you have to lick my fanny and I'll let you be Batman, I'll be like, it's a contract watertight, kid. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is, it's the way it is. But see, right, so years ago, I don't remember this now. Well, I have a vague memory of the security guard grabbing me.
Right.
My man we were in Primark in the town.
Right.
And I was fucking doing whatever I was doing. And some girl walked from the first floor, took my hand, and walked me from the first floor out the door. And my ma squealed the place down. And the security guard, I think it was a girl, like I have a girl in my head, we need to ask my ma, like, grabbed me and your woman. Some woman tried to walk me out.
She just tried to steal you?
Fucking hell. Now, I was young. I don't even think I would have been before my sister and a brother were even born. Like,
oh, right.
My
so
ma
you were
always...
proper wee boy.
Courtney might have just been born. So I was maybe 4 or 5, maybe Ice's age. And my ma always says that, still this day. She's like, oh, fuck, I remember that day. She fucking walked you. It's not like she just walked me from...
she
walked me from the first floor down, but then
went.
Because of squealing, and I was obviously being like, So there you go, mate. That could have happened to me.
But it's weird, like, because people don't think that a woman would be capable of stealing a child, and then whenever it happens, I think it's more horrific because you're like, oh, a woman has done that to a child. And you're
like your woman fucking Ghislaine Maxwell.
I used to call her Ghislaine, and then until the fucking documentary came out,
I realised that she was fucking getting the Ghislaine out. Jeffrey,
she's a fucking Ghislaine machine.
Kitty just.
But even that, like, look at all the shit that happened. They done all that shit to catch her, and then her trial came up, and it just conveniently happened to be Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and no one knows what sentence has been given to her, how long she's doing.
Is she even alive?
I know she's alive. She's in jail. She's got time. Like, but like none of this was talked about. That was big fucking news.
Stop fucking ruining my jokes with facts.
What?
Stop ruining my jokes with facts, for fuck's sake.
You know me, mate. I'm all about the facts.
Fuck's sake.
I'm not a funny cunt. I'm a stats cunt.
But no, that's. I agree. It was mad, but the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial was definitely more interesting. Like.
Yeah, but I would still like to have seen
more entertaining.
All these fucking documents that were being opened to say, well, no, you don't deserve any sort of privacy after what you've done to people's lives. And
that's why we need Trump back. Get Trump in there. Do you see Trump that says Ghislaine's been arrested and he goes, oh, I wish her well.
Did he?
This was years ago, like, and everyone was going, what the fuck? But he was standing in like a room with about 100 reporters and asking him questions at the same time. He's probably that's just this natural reaction.
It's just had a wee laugh and that's it.
Mate, the Kanye stuff's fucking bonkers, like. Don't know whether I want to go down that rabbit hole, like.
No, I don't. I from what I know and what you've informed me of within the last hour and a half,
it's crazy.
I just think let's not touch on Kanye.
Mate, he out Alex Jones.
Yeah, like
like what the fuck?
Like let's.
Mate, he had a balaclava on the whole time, face covered, fucking, and mate.
I was about to say something I'm not going to. Yeah. You can infer from that whatever you want.
Fuck's sake. But see, right. See, when I was growing up, mate, there was people who were fucking mentally not right.
Yeah.
Like, and they would have said stupid stuff and all, but we were just like, fucking, don't go near him, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Don't put fucking cameras in his face. Don't fucking get him on podcasts and fucking radio shows every day.
Yeah.
Fucking get the fella help.
No,
but he's kind of right about Balenciaga, like.
Yeah, but at the same time, I always think it has to go hand in hand. If you want a certain level of fame, you have to expect all the bells and whistles that come with it. So if you want to be fucking the next rap Jesus and be the fucking greatest wordsmith on the planet, sweet. You also have to expect people to call you a wanker when you don't use your wordsmithing very well.
Yeah.
When you speak and your words are either taken wrong and you can't talk your way out of it or explain yourself in a coherent manner to the public.
There's no way to talk yourself out of saying he loves Hitler.
It's all well and good saying yes, people need help, but your head is lit because of the situation that you have decided you want to put yourself in. On a side note to that, how many men have ever been involved within the Kardashian-Jenner family and come out of that with a fucking sane head?
Even the brothers fucked up.
Like, that's... Do you know what I mean? The family seem to do... And the fact now it's come out that her ma sold her own sex tape, you're like, what type of mother does that?
Sure, she says that the sex tape was leaked. And then know your man Ray J. I don't know why we talked about this before.
He's come out and fucking showing
he showed a contract that says, there's her signature.
That's what I mean. But what type of mum would do that? Because they want fucking fame? They're a bunch of mad bastards. If you're willing to be involved and all that, for a fuck's day, you deserve everything you get off the back of it, though. And that's it.
Lord Disick. Old fucking Pete Davidson come out alright. He's like, yeah, fuck, just fucking next one.
Aye, but he didn't get involved with the family. He was a rebound.
But all of them, I agree, all of them. Caitlyn Jenner, Scott Disick, the son, whatever they call the son, his fucking head's lit. And even all the ones that are around him are fucked up.
But it's part and parcel of being super duper famous.
Kanye's fucking... Again, I think we did talk about this because I was going to say the same Joe Rogan, but he's on the act and then he goes, "Good luck, Kanye."
Yeah,
this is like 6 years ago.
But it's part and parcel. If you want to be fucking the best and seen by everybody and fucking have billions and billions of pounds, that's sweet. But whenever you start losing the plot and saying all this mad shit, you can't be like, but why? Why don't you guys like me anymore? It's like, well, because you have a fucking platform that you need to be like. Look at Ronaldo. As much like Ronaldo's biggest thing at the minute is he done that Piers Morgan thing, fair enough. But he's getting fucked off because he's getting subbed on and off matches, and people are like, oh, what a wanker. Could you imagine if Ronaldo came out and started going, oh, I hate all these multi-races of people, and I think that Hitler was sweet. Like, he understands. He's got more fame or more celebrities than fucking.
He also probably doesn't think Hitler was sweet.
Yeah, but
everyone else in the world.
He knows that he is, as much of a dick that he is in football or whatever you think of him, he understands he understands his point as a role model.
Yeah.
Both of them do. Messi and Ronaldo, they understand that so many children and fucking people around the world look up to them. And although they do questionable things on the pitch or whatever, they do try and uphold a whiter than white image because they are respected. They're not coming out in podcast. Like Ronaldo, yes, is losing it now, but he's not.
That image, though.
No, but he can't because he's been involved with the fucking the Jenners. Oh, right, okay. There's me going ruining your jokes again. Fuck's sake.
But no, but see, at the end of the day, mate, like Kanye's a fucking rapper talking about gang raps and all for years. He's shouldn't really be fucking looking up to him anyway. See, he's lost the plot, mate. It's as simple as that. He has actually lost the fucking plot.
Yeah.
Like, see if I lost the plot more than I already have, and I was sitting here with you spouting bullshit like that, I expect you to pull the plug in this and go, whoa, wait, get some meds in there or whatever.
I've already got to that point. You're like, why do you think we had that 3-week hiatus? It's fucking rehab for you being a mad bastard. But see, I mean? Being on Ronaldo crazy. And Messi, mate, there was something I noticed in the World Cup, and I was like, fuck, how would you feel, right? So, there's certain players in this world, it doesn't matter how good a footballer you are, the Messis, the Ronaldos, the Neymars, the Lewandowskis, you see these players and kids are like, oh my God, that's him. You're standing there in the tunnel, 22 of you lined up, you all have your wee fucking mascot ball boys and girls beside you, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like fucking wee Jimmy Nobody who does the left back for a team, and you've got fucking Ronaldo there on the other side, or Messi or whoever, and every kid on your team, and even the one holding your hands,
wants
like,
to be her.
Oh my God, look, he touched me. Fuck you, mate. He touched me. Oh my goodness, this is the best day of my life. Like, how do you feel as a mediocre footballer knowing even the mascot stand beside you doesn't give a fuck about who you are because that guy over there is so good?
It's like us when we play in any festivals.
I for the other DJ, look, ours phase 2. Fuck you guys, ours phase 2. Fuck's sake.
But no, I agree. You're never getting to that level, mate.
No, but it must just be
I don't
mad.
even see any footballers coming up. People say Mbappe and all. I don't see them as getting anywhere near the levels of Ronaldo. And
yeah, that's because that's what they say about Haaland and all. It's like, yeah, but he would need to score like 45 goals a year for 15 years to meet the numbers they're doing. There is the one thing I've noticed, and I know we haven't talked about this since the World Cup started and we haven't seen each other. The one thing I've noticed about this World Cup that I think's really mad is the amount of legends of the game that this is their last World Cup.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the amount of youth at this World Cup where you're looking at these players, you're like,
has been amazing.
Holy shit!
Bellingham
these
for England,
boys are class.
Hell, what a player!
Bellingham, mate, I hadn't seen much of him until I watched the World Cup and was like, absolute baller.
I knew he played for Dortmund. I seen his stats for Dortmund and all, and like whenever the Champions League's on, Dortmund's playing or something, I'll stick it on just as background. I mean, but I haven't really.
The whole Japanese team fucking get them to United because they're better than the shite that's there now.
Mate, did you see the South Korea team last night? The back four and the keeper were called Kim.
I was there. There was their first match in the World Cup. Their defense was all Kim, and the fucking midfield were all Hwang, and then you had Song and somebody else. And you're like, what?
Oh no, that's mad. Something we'll never understand.
But the World Cup.
But there's Kim Jong Un, Kim Jong Il. They run North Korea.
Kim Jong Un?
Is it all what way is theirs like ours, like first name, family name, second name? What do you know what I mean?
Excuse me. I think now this is going to be wrong, so apologise to anybody.
Google it there. Find out.
I think the way that it's done over in that part of the world
facts,
is
you see.
It's surname first. So like the way we would have it on a bit of paper, Alan, David, they would be myself David. That's fucking weird.
I've never called you Dave. David, I couldn't even say it there. I still said Dave. Crazy, mate. Fucking a commentator's nightmare, like.
Yeah, so the child takes their father's surname. Yeah, so it's pretty much the surname. I think
first. Are all Kims the same?
The
are all Kims the same?
the family name goes first, followed by the given name. So if
click that. Let's see what that says.
If we were Korean, you would be Sergis and Jason. That would be your name.
Yes.
And people would just address you as Sergi Jason.
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
No,
Are all Kims the same? Based on your many encounters with Koreans, one may wonder if all Koreans have the surname Kim Lee Park.
Did he not play for Man United?
Indeed, these 5 are the most common family names among Koreans. However, not all of the Kims, Lees, Parks, Youngs, and Choi's are the same.
Aye, but that would be like saying I know someone with the surname Allen.
So, is it spelt differently but in Korean? And then, is it spelled differently in Korean, but it could, do you know what I mean?
No, it's the same way that I know multiple people in my life that are called David Allen,
I know, but
none of us are fucking related.
Do you know, whenever it translates to, but that's wild mad, the many of them, like.
No, but it's...
Mate, that's...
Yeah,
I mean,
but you think about it, there's a wild many of them. There's like billions.
But what is the chance, then, of all the South Koreans, and then in the team there being 6 Kims? Statistically, that doesn't add up.
Well, all you would have to do is take the population of South Korea and then be like, so it's like fucking whatever the odds are of that population.
That's what I'm saying. So, but do you know what I mean? So, like, whenever they translate the name Kim, it comes out Kim in English, but could it be like Allen, Allen or Allan?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's
different versions
of
the name. You know what I mean?
I don't know
how to articulate it.
You're a Spanish fuck with your name.
My family are from Gibraltar, and it was Sir G.
Aye, but you put the sun on to make you sound more British.
Well, no, the British government put the sun on. I wish the fuck I had the tan like a Spanish man, for fuck's sake.
I thought you meant tan at the end of your name, like Sergi Tan. That doesn't sound very British. It sounds more fucking Spanish.
Some fucking like some Russian. Do you want me to cut your throat?
See, speaking of language as well, that was another thing that fucking I noticed, right? Or I didn't notice, it was somebody had said to me, and I was like, fuck, that's a good point, right? Chocolate bars, Mars bar, right? It's the only fucking bar that you say Mars bar. You don't say give us a Twix bar, or give us a Milky Way bar, or give us a fucking Snickers bar, but you say Mars bar. But what are you trying to differentiate from? Because it's not like if somebody says, here, go out and get me a Mars, you're going to come back with a fucking planet.
That's fucking great marketing. That's what it is.
Mars bar?
Aye.
What? How's it great marketing? We're just a bunch of spastics that says bar after something.
They got bar in there. That's the name.
But it's not even on their fucking
it says
wrapper.
Mars.
It just says Mars. That's it. Why do we say bar after it? No other chocolate do we say bar afterwards.
I think everyone does, mate. I don't think it's just Northern Ireland.
Why though? It's never been a thing, Mars bar.
It sounds weird just saying Mars though,
doesn't it? And the fact I've now said Mars bar that many times, it doesn't even sound right. Mars bar. Yeah.
Here, could I have a Mars bar?
Is that the name of this week's show?
All right, pal, could I have a Mars bar, please?
Are you alright there?
Could I have a Mars bar? You want Mars bar?
Are you Indian?
I get you Mars bar.
I don't know what accent you're meant to be.
You want Mars? I get you Mars. No, not flight to Mars. Mars bar.
Fucking Elon Musk on the old Uber.
Eat that Mars bar like a motherfucker.
How did you just go from being Indian to fucking like, I don't know, Compton or something? Jesus. You've really fucking give a beans with your country and western and your accents and everything today.
Yeah, fucking.
I'm quite impressed with you.
Fella with no fucking his van broke down earlier. They were waiting on Rent-A-Mark, so me and my mate phoned him with his number, and I said, "All right, mate. Just wondering, you're waiting on the fucking get the van fixed?" And he's like, "Yeah," but in his head he was going, "I think someone's fucking me about here."
Yeah, with that accent, I wouldn't believe it either.
But I have to answer. It was like a country accent, but I have to answer because I want my van fixed. Yeah. And I was like, I'll be with you soon. All right, pal.
See, you just went from being fucking from Ballymena to Glasgow there, so I would definitely be dubious of your shit accent.
Like, oh, no worries. I was like, I knew he needed a fuel card, so I knew he was in the red. I was like, you sure you put fucking fuel in it? And he goes, oh yeah. I was like, so if I come down there's not going to be a fuel light on? And he was like, no, I need to go to the garage. I was like, well, try putting fucking diesel in it, you stupid cunt. Hung up. He's fucking raging.
Oh man, yeah, you have to do those. Like, did I ever tell you about the time this fucking my pals, I never said their names there, were on it one night and thought that it would be fantastic to sign me up to some sort of sex shop website, and whenever you signed up as a new customer, they sent you out like what I can only describe as the Argos catalogue for their website to your door. So this came through my door, big fucking book, and I was ripping. I was like, what the fuck is this? So then I found out, obviously, they're like, oh, that was us, it's not funny as fuck. I was like, aye, you know I like my fucking revenge, so you cunts. So I waited maybe about 2 weeks, and one of them, the other culprit got off scot-free because they lived too far away for me to do anything. One of them lived 10-minute walk from my dad's house. So I decided one night, being the wee ninja that I am, that I was going to rip all the fucking pages of dildos and fucking lube and fucking, I don't know what, some weird clamp shit and gimp suits and all. And now, between my house and where I was going, if I had to get stopped and searched, it was going to look really bad with all these pages of just like sex toy magazines ripped off in my pocket, like the weirdest fucking pervert in the world. So off I marched up their house, and their washing machine and stuff was out in the garage, so I didn't have to go into his house to get to this, and I knew that the person's parents would do the washing and that they would never go anywhere near it. So I went in and I fucked all the pages into the washing machine. And off I trottled on my merry way back down to the house going, tra-la-la, dee-dee-dee. Oh, fuck, they got an absolute hammering for that the next day.
I'm sure they fucking hated that.
Don't ever send that shit to my house again.
A fella I used to work with, mate, from West Belfast. Obviously, fucking, he was showing me and my mate, like a thing about his tax or something. At the same time, me and my mate didn't even look at the tax thing. We just looked at his address. West Belfast, Catholic guy, Orange Order newsletter every 2 weeks was coming through his door. He was raging.
Oh my god.
He was fucking fuming.
People like you give his country a bad name.
And he was.
Did you work with him?
Oh, we worked with him. It was funny as fuck. And he never knew it was us. Because obviously, how the fuck would me and my wee mate ever know his address? Like, you know what I mean? But he was showing us this thing about his tax. Or it was his pension, sorry, that's what it was. The company didn't pay his pension or something. And he was like, look, fucking got the letter, didn't pay the pension or something. This years ago, like. And we were like, fuck, aye, fucking 28. Like, straight away. We're like, what can we do? And we thought about all that, like the Ann Summers things. And we're like, nah, mate, let's so stuck in Orange Order. You get an Orange Order newsletter signed up, his address.
We fucking badge
and Benchmount. Funny as fuck. But he lived with his man Dad still too, so his dad, his dad's fucking 40, 50 West Belfast.
That's coming through the fucking door.
Aye, here's your fucking 1 month subscriber badge.
If you got something you want to tell me, son.
He's fucking funny as fuck. We came clean. We literally came clean years later. Like, no. I like M1s, no, slow burners, mate.
Oh yeah, you have
to let them go. And same with mate, people get too excited sometimes. And
I think I spoke about this before. I hate when people get too excited. It's like it's been set up. Someone's out of the room. You've got it there, and you're like, "This could take a while." And soon as
mate, I'll sit.
Why don't you go and fucking lift that pen over there? Like, shut the fuck up. Just let it happen naturally.
Even if it doesn't happen when we're here.
Yeah,
that's okay too. You know what I mean? Like,
but it's not okay. But you would be willing to accept the hit on that because you know someone somewhere is going to get a fucking laugh out of whatever's about to happen here.
That's it. I like them. Just let it lie.
See, that's we used to do that.
Same with you. They obviously never came or you weren't them, but I ordered Jehovah Witnesses to your house.
No, I got Jehovah's Witnesses to the house. I just thought they were out there in the streets though, and they came, and I was like, I'm eating my dinner. Nah.
I can't remember where it was, but I was sitting and it come up. Do you know you can order, Joe?
Did you order them? Do you know what's even better, mate? Nicole was scundered at how I fucking spoke to them, and I wasn't even rude, mate. I was polite. I just went to the door.
That was a slow burner.
And I fucking came out. And they were like, oh yeah, we're here about this. And I was like, look guys, I'm just having my dinner and I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not religious, so I'm not interested, thanks. And I shut the door and I went in. Nicole's like, you didn't just say that to them. It's like, of course I did. I'm not going to fucking sit there and pretend that I enjoy religion just because these guys are knocking my fucking door. I wouldn't talk to the electric guy.
That I had your name and all, like, because seeing you go in, I don't know where I've seen it, but
fuck you.
Me and Ella were sitting and I went, this is amazing, look at this, you can order them. So I googled it and they come up requesting Jehovah Witness. See, no sweat. I done my Dan all first, like, well, I'll test the water here now. I'll do Dave.
There was a fucking dry run.
It was fucking dry run. But mate, it asked you like, this was like just after COVID or whatever, or in the middle of COVID, I can't remember, but it was like, so
Jesus fuck, that is a long burn.
You can wait.
It's only a few months ago.
You can. It says like it asks for the phone number too. Because of COVID, maybe we'll just ring you. But every time I just left the phone number empty, so I had to call out.
Now see, I appreciate that respect to you, but you know my one rule: never do unto me what you would never have done unto yourself, because that's my fucking rule. But once you decide to open the floodgates, I'll fucking come for you, mate.
Oh, it's so funny, mate. It's so fucking funny.
You're a wanker. I can't believe that.
That's a slow burner.
See, we're dicks in work. Like, what we would used to do in our old job, we would have got, like, fucking, like, no hair ties and put them over, like, people's coat wrists. And then all day when you're eating sweets and drinking juice, just fill people's fucking sleeves with loads of rubbish. But just put... so whenever this opened, it wasn't tight enough so it wouldn't go out. So when they put their arm in, all the rubbish would start shooting out. And you just done this throughout the day and you just waited. And you forgot about it, and then it was home time and someone put their coat on. You're like, that's right, fucking dickhead. Who the fuck done this to my coat? And you're like, I don't know, fuck. It would be so childish to spend all day putting your fucking bag or your...
I had another one too, then I had the hilt. This fucking saying, keep your mouth shut. It was in work one time, fucking had a trolley. And this fella stole the trolley out of the hospital.
Right.
But it was cracking.
Like a bed trolley?
Do you know one like the cages?
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
He used it to pull all the stuff out the van. Cracking fucking trolley, like probably the best trolley in the building. But he took it out of fucking the city hospital, fucked it in his van, wrote his name and all on it. Just right there on. And see, in the morning he always come in later and see if anyone was using it. He used to hit the roof, throw all their stuff out of it and all and go mad. Oh. So one night we get back and I was like, I'm putting that in the toilet. Because like see in the warehouse there was a toilet here, it was a girls' toilet there, there's no girls' working place, and a boys' toilet there.
Right.
Boys' toilet was fucking rotten. No one ever went into it. It was like toilets were all cracked and broke. Everyone just used a girls' toilet, and it was really nice. Again, no girls working in the place.
Yeah.
If you're I'll put it in the boys' toilet because you'll never fucking think. But fucking there was another fella he knew. He saw me do it, and he went in. Whenever I done it, he was like, "Oh, I took a picture and all of it." And see before. Like the night was even done.
Aye.
Like 4 or 5 people that work in the place knew about it, and I was like,
"It's spoiled."
It's like just leave it. And then on Monday or whenever it was, I can't remember what days it was. But the next day when he comes in, he's going to hit the roof.
Yeah.
He's going to run about looking in his cage, and he's never in a million years going to look in the toilet.
Yeah.
And I was fuming at that, like. But that's I hate that. I mean, I like the ones you just let it go and just. The best one, mate. We got the fucking remote. I mean, it was Haller's idea. You could download the remote app on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
We sat outside our dad's house.
That's brilliant.
We seen him cracking up through the window. We just kept changing all the XXX 999 channels. It's funny as fuck.
Our man sitting there going, "What are you doing? What's going on here?"
It was fucking hilarious, mate. And again, Paul, if you watch this, I'm sorry. I don't know if you ever knew about it. We never said that. We just sat for about 2 hours on the wall going.
I love a good one where like, see if you throw something out there for a laugh. There's twice in my life where this has happened, and you have to be able to be on it and quick enough to be like, right, I've walked myself into a fun spot here. There was one wee girl I used to work with fucking when I was 16 in Castlecourt. And I used to just wind her up because she was fucking daft. And I came in one day and I was like, oh, I heard about you at the weekend. Now, there's no way I could ever have heard about this weekend at the weekend because I had no, other than going to work with her, that was it. Right? I was like, what? And I was like, you and that fella? And you seen her face drop, and I was like, oh shit, something's happened. And she goes, whatever. I was like, round the corner from Dawn. And the face dropped even more. I was like, I've got her. She thinks I know something. Like, but nah, it wasn't even like that. Like, he told me this here, and she went into this full spiel about what happened at her weekend. I was like, I'm just going to tell you right now, I knew nothing.
I was fucking you about.
And I was like, what? But then the best one I ever did, mate, I worked in Sky, and this fella came back. Now, we used to do really daft things, because in Sky, you had really quick you had these things that you had to meet for targets, and if you were over call times or over your break, they were wankers about it. So we used to be dicks, and if you went away for your lunch for more than 15 minutes, we would unplug your keyboard and your mouse. You know the way they're really long wires? We would tie that, right? So like tie a knot, tie a bit more, tie another knot, tie a bit more, tie another knot, and done this for the full length, and then done the keyboard over the top of it the opposite way. So it would take you about 10 minutes to untie it. So if you came back from your lunch, you're 10 minutes late, and you had to now go and explain what was happening. We also liked to pop the keys off the keyboard and do them in alphabetical order. So obviously when you're trying to type your password, it's not working. You're like, what? Here, hold on, my fucking keys are all the wrong way around. So then you have to try and figure out, looking at somebody else's keyboard, where the things went to get your password, and then have to go back and do calls. So there's this guy, we done this to this guy Eugene, right? But not only did we done the keyboard and we done the mouse, because Eugene was really easy to wind up, and he was having a particularly flustered day, and we're like, do you want to put him over the edge for a laugh, right? So he done all this shit and got himself in. He's like, I needed to go to the fucking toilet before I get back here. I need to go for a piss. Right. Fucked off for a piss after he sorted all that out. So I thought it wouldn't be funny if I pour a wee tiny bit of water onto his chair.
we still do that.
So he came back and he sat down. He's like, huh? And he disappeared. He came back again, sat down. He's like, fuck. Because we were all quite close. And he's like, boys, can you just look behind me and tell me if I've maybe dribbled or something? Because I went for a piss there, and every time I'm sitting down it's wet, but I can't see anything. We're like, oh, Eugene, it's a wee bit wet behind you. And we'd managed to convince him that he'd pissed himself. And I was like, mate, sorry about that. We never really told him. He went home, and obviously he probably figured out that he hadn't pissed himself.
Because of the smell.
But again, you have to be able to seize that moment. Like, if someone thinks something, you have to be able to lock on and be like, aye. What are you gonna do?
Mate, see if you were a wanker and you left your van unlocked. Unlucky, like. See, wee Gordy will pull a full bottle of water on your van seat, like.
I think, to be fair, for us being together for the last 10 years, we haven't really, for being two wankers in general to other people, we've never really pranked each other. We've been quite dead on. It's more like, I will get other people.
That'd be a good
but I do
TikTok series.
I do think it's also the worry of, right, well, if I get you, you are a bit of a fucking reckless bastard, so God knows what I'll get. Now that I know you've done the Jehovah Witnesses, you're fucked for that. Like, but it has to be the same level. I can't
That's
really
a clip
go
too.
too far.
There's 2 clips for you. Mate, see, whenever I used to do the paint, I used to have to go into the office, and like book out all the paint stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a fella in there, Phil. Now, Phil was always dead helpful, but he was a gurney bastard. See what you're saying? Or see, every time he went on his lunch, mate, I would have went in, took the batteries out of his keyboard and mouse because they were wireless, or I'd have put them right back in front, mate. And mate, I got this stage, mate, where I was doing it that much, and I was just fucking about. See, all the other ones in the office, every time I went in, they were like, Jason, please don't fuck about with this stuff, because he was going in, taking it out and all the elements.
I paranoid fucking wreck.
I never seen the result of any of it, because I done it and then fucked off back to a paint store, so I never seen what
you're just going up there causing a bit of carnage and then fucking off again.
Mate, he fucking hated it. Well,
mate, on that lovely note, will we go, because I'm busting for a piss.
So my accent.
Well, I'm going first, shotgun.
Give us a bottle over.
Just behind the table.
We're just pissing the chair.
So, guys, yeah.
I know. Well, here, everyone. Lots of news coming in the new year. So excited. But keep watching the podcast, share it. Follow us on iTunes, subscribe on iTunes, everything else. And yeah, we appreciate the support. Please share with your friends. Let everyone know how much fun we're having.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking excited about next year. I mean,
a few more episodes before the new year, but yeah, roll on 2023 for a good bit of fun.
And if you're an up-and-coming DJ in Northern Ireland and you watch us, hit us up. We might have a few things for you.
Yep. Until next week, guys. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yes. Peace.
Peace.